All right, we've got a minor bounce in gold on Tuesday off support of the 20 moving average. But before we go further, a quick word from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by XNest, the world's largest retail broker, offering ultra-fast execution with no overnight fees. Find the link in the description below. So we had a breakout above this trend line and above this swing high here last week. It subsequently showed signs of failure on Friday, breaking below these two trend lines. And then on Monday, test support successfully, find support, I should say, around the purple 20 moving average. And then today we have an upside reversal with a rally above yesterday's high and a low above yesterday's low, higher high, higher low. But look at where the resistance was for both days, interestingly. The trend line support was support, and now potential resistance, now potential resistance. So it is resistance on the highs of each of the last 2 days, and you can see that support of the 20 continues to hold. So that puts clear price levels with today's high and low, but what do they mean? So a breakout above today's high, 3,349, could just get to find resistance at a higher level on this rising dynamic resistance level represented by this trend line, unless there's a decisive rally above it. On the downside, a drop through 3,302, today's low as I have it. It will be a drop through the 20 moving average, but really we don't know what might happen next until we drop below yesterday's low at 3,293 because we did see support off that low. And so that's a more significant level. If that level is busted to the downside, then the 50 moving average down here at 3,269 zone becomes a target. And then we also have to take into consideration the weekly chart, which I'll go to very quickly because you can see that there's a bearish shooting star candlestick pattern that formed last week. A breakdown triggers below last week's low at 3,296 is what I have. And we did break through that just a little bit. I think it was yesterday. And but it didn't go anywhere. So that remains a potential bearish trigger if there's a decisive drop below last week's low. But a bearish pattern is not valid until it triggers. Any pattern is not valid until it triggers. So until then, it's a potential bearish pattern. All right, that leaves us for today with gold. Traders, have a great week.